بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Quran phrases, Quran phrases of hope. The thing is that we never measured Allah Azza wa Jal as He deserved to be measured. Before the creation of the universe, Allah was there. After the creation of the universe, Allah is still where He was. You will have difficulty if you put Allah Azza wa Jal in a body, because your brain as a human will start stretching. Yeah, there's this earth, there's the heaven, there's seven heavens, and there's the kursi, and then the throne. Then what? Then Allah, then after that, is there anything? Where is the end, the universe? Is the empty space? Where everything else? This is why you are not allowed in Islam to put Allah Azza wa Jal in a body. Allah Azza wa Jal is Ahad, one entity. You have no start, there's no end in time or place. So He's everywhere, every time, but not a body everywhere. He's not inside me, I'm not inside Him. He's not sitting next to me. I don't know what Allah is. The name Allah means the name of the things which the brain cannot conceive. You cannot imagine what Allah Azza wa Jal is. لا تدركه الأبصار, no vision can encompass Allah Azza wa Jal. And ليس كمثله شيء. To see a dream, you need to see, or to imagine something, you need to imagine something which is similar to something. But there's nothing similar to Allah Azza wa Jal. How would you imagine Allah? So the power of Allah Azza wa Jal, He is reading the thought of all of us, and He knows what we're planning, and He knows how to put things correct all the time and in the future. And you don't believe it, He challenged us many times. I mean, He told Isa that Muhammad will come, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he came. He told Musa that he will be coming back, and he told his mom he will be coming back and becoming a prophet. He told Yusuf when he was in the well that you will tell your brothers what they have done with you. And he told the king there will be 7 years drought, 7 years crop. So Allah showed us through, and shows us, human, the Muslim, the believers, they have one thing left from the prophethood, that those some people Allah choose to show them what's going to happen tomorrow and next month, and it does happen exactly as they say it. It's called the true vision, Ru'ya Salihah. Ru'ya Salihah, one of 46 parts of the prophethood. So if you look into the Quran, you have things in your mind. Allahu waliyyu alladhina amanu yukhrijuhum min adh-dhulumati ila an-nur. Allah is your protector. By the time you say ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, I truly believe la ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, I believe in the angels and prophets and books and things. You become a believer. Your iman is, you accepted the belief in the unseen. He will protect you. There's nothing else you need to do. Just believe. Allahu waliyyu alladhina amanu. And He will get you out of darkness to the light. You start seeing things differently. I mean, one of the things we notice when people convert to Islam, they said, yeah, the Jews shouldn't occupy Palestine. But yesterday you were saying, people of no land, and they just see the facts very quickly. Oh, they should have not invaded Iraq, and they should have not this, they should do this. The people become like, they see the reality and the fact. Allah Azza wa Jal said, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ سَيَجْعَلْ لَهُمُ الرَّحْمَنُ وُدًّا. And those who believe and walk good deeds, or deeds of righteousness, Allah will make them loved. People will love you. Many Muslims came here to Britain, and they do say, people actually like us. They made friends, unless they do wrong. When they do wrong, yes, the hammer will be on them, like it will be on other people. I mean, the Prime Minister is not saved from the hammer, and not even any minister, and we've seen it. Even Prince, Harry, when he messed with things, they just checked him out. And so, but if you really truly believer in Allah Azza wa Jal, really, you people really like it. We came to a house, the first time we came to London, we came to a house rented. Somebody rented it from us. It belonged to a Muslim family, and the people who rented the house before us, they were left the garden, never cut the grass, they never got the front garden. Every time they bring their shopping boxes, they throw it in the front garden. And when you want to walk into the house, you go like in a cycle, the hedge growing from both sides. So me and my wife, who cleaned all inside, We cleaned all the garden. We brought somebody, like, he's cutting the grain and things. And he cut it with the minger, and then cut the grass, became a tree, cleared the front, and we finished. The neighbor came from this side, he thanked us, and the neighbor from this side came and thanked us. And we've just been to Britain in 3 weeks in Britain. Not even we came straight to the house, actually, 2 days, 3 days in Britain. But we behave like a Muslim. You need to clean your house and things. And people will love you. You sometimes think, people at work against you, but if you ask, no, we don't mean you. It's not you. It's that guy and that guy. I mean, I lived with them worked for them for 40 years nearly, and I know I met many non-Muslims and bosses. And one of my bosses, when I was in Lincoln, and the admins phoned me and they said, he told us that you go to Friday prayer or for Friday things. I said, why you want me not to go? I said, no, if he tells you not to go, tell him to get lost. Don't listen to him. So they didn't see that I was doing anything wrong. I was covering my job and things. So Allah will make people love you. So if a husband not loved by the wife or the wife not loved by the husband, there's something wrong there. There's something wrong. Or the brothers don't love you anymore, your neighbors or your friends. Could be you, could be them, could be the atmosphere, could be outsiders. But Allah will guarantee that you will be loved. الذين يتربصون بكم فإن كان لكم فتح من الله قالوا ألم نكن معكم وإن كان للكافرين نصيب قالوا ألم نستحوذ عليكم ونمنعكم من المؤمنين فالله يحكم بينكم يوم القيامة ولن يجعل الله للكافرين على المؤمنين سبيلا. Allah will never grant the unbelievers a way to triumph over the believers. I mean, I lived in Britain for long enough. Many of you lived in Britain long enough. If you follow the trail of the event, you'll find that they come back to cherish the Muslim. Many of them. I mean, no matter when the September 11 happened, we thought, they would check everybody out. They said, no, they are quite rational. They said, no, there's so many good Muslims around. There's so many good Muslims, behaving things. When Salman al-Rushdie was attacked and they burned the book in 1986, the first time, actually, a book burned in London, and they came many times, many of them on the radio, and they said, no, there's a lot of law-abiding Muslims and they're good citizens. And they said, I mean, when Hindawi was caught trying to drop the Al-Ail airplane in 1986, he's Palestinian, Jordanian, but he was employed by the head of a secret army in Syria, Ali Duba. That's what they said. I don't know. I'm not confirming that. And they cut the relationship with Syria. They put embargo on them, and Jeffrey Howe went to Europe and made all Europe cut the relationship with Syria. And our friend said, one of when British became Muslim, and she said, if they come to take you, I will chain myself to you, will not allow them to take you away. Because we have a good, and they didn't actually come to the Syrian and kick them out. No, they stayed there. And so he won't try. They might strive against the naughty ones, the misbehaving Muslims, because they made the mistake. They made the sins. Allah Azza wa Jal said, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمْ خَيْرُ الْبَرِيَّةِ. Those who believe, have faith, and do righteous deeds, they are the best of creation. So we're not actually arrogant about it. You believe, you become best of the creation. There's no if or but about it. I always was thinking why there's good people doing good things, and when it is the time of test, you find that they're not actually. I mean, either the father abandoned the son, or the son abandoned the father, or the mother. I mean, I went to see a patient in Evesham, and the children came, and the mom is mentally disturbed, and she had a parrot, a dog, a cat. One will take the dog, one will take the cat, one will take the parrot. No one wants to take mom. You take it. You take her. So, mom, you take her. We're not interested. but you will be خير البرية if you really truly behave as a Muslim. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. Those who will be, everybody will be losing out except those who believe and do righteous deeds and encourage each other to follow the truth and tell the truth and be patient and be consistent with that. وتواصوا بالصبر. وقالوا حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل فانقلبوا بنعمة من الله. So the phrase is in the Quran. If you learn the phrase, if you are really cornered, you say Allah is sufficient to us. حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل. Allah is enough for us and He will be the best to protect us, to represent us. Wakil, like if you employ a solicitor to defend you in court. Wakil could be your accountant who defend you in the front of the taxman. The wakil could be somebody you employ to represent you, so Allah will become your wakil. If you say Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil, straight away you will go back. فانقلبوا بنعمة من الله وفضل. They returned with the grace and bounty from Allah, and no harm overtouched them. It's actually in the Quran, and that's in where in the Quran? Do you know which war in the Quran mentioned this ayah? Not Badr. إن الله قد جمع لكم. The ayah before. That people, Al-Ahzab, the Mawt war, when the alliance, all the Mecca, Qurayshi, Ghatafan, Khuzaymah, and the Jew from inside, Banu Qurayza. So you have inside, and the hypocrites among the Muslims. So they all gathered together to hit the Muslims and fear them. They said, Allah is enough for us. We rely on Him. Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil. And Allah Azza wa Jalla said, you passed the test. He sent a tornado, blow them away, all of them. And He broke the agreement between the alliance. This new Muslim, he said to the Prophet, I became Muslim today, what can I do to help you? He said, you can't do not much now, but if you can hide your Islam and go and split the alliance. And he managed to split the Jew from the whole alliance outside. So this phrase, you need to really use it yourself. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. You are cornered at work, you're cornered in the family, you're cornered in the community, in the council, with this, with that. Just Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. And repeat that. Repeat Hasbunallah wa ni'mal al-wakil. And similar phrase when Yunus alayhi salatu was in the belly of the whale. فنادى في الظلمات أن لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك. I should have put this in red actually. فنادى في الظلمات. Oh, took me totally out. أن لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين. So this phrase, which it's not allowing me. Yeah. أن لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين. He said to Allah Azza wa Jal, no God but you, I was wrong. So, and say it, if you say it, when you are stuck, the car, with the house, with the washing machine, with the family, with the children, with the La ilaha illa anta subhanaka, illness, you're stuck in the traffic jam, you're stuck in, as many of them in the airport. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min al-zalimin. No, there's no God but you. Glorify you, and I was indeed wrong. Because Allah Azza wa Jalla straight away said, فَاسْتَجَبْنَا لَهُ. We listened to him and we delivered him from distress. وَكَذَلِكَ, and here it works well with depression and anxiety. Gham, when you're really worried. You're worried about your future, you're worried about your health, you're worried about your marriage, you're worried about your income, you're worried about your friends, your family, your dad, your mom. Just say, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min al-zalimin. And I mean, from what people tell me, in my experience, the way you say it, it must appear to Allah Azza wa Jal you truly, genuinely relying on Him. You're really repeating it. Like if you want somebody, you can't walk, and somebody, your child, is a dog chasing him. You will be calling everybody, my son, please, my son, please, my son. And this is the way you need to be with Allah Azza wa Jal. You genuinely want Allah Azza wa Jal to help you. And the cure, especially when there is mental problem, al-gham. وكذلك, he was in the belly of the whale, in the bottom of the sea, in the darkness. Who's going to get me out? There's a whale recently who swallowed a diver and then spat him out. I don't know that he said this ayah or not. But you saw him on the telly. Any of you saw? Yeah, he was. He told his story. He said, "That's it. I'm going to be digested," and he spat him out. Go and search it, and you will find it on YouTube and on Google, I'm sure. We found yesterday when somebody talking about the death of Hussein when Shia. Actually, we searched in Arabic. الشيعي الذي تمسك بالمربحة. If you write this in Arabic, you get it. The video, I can send it to you if you want. And he said, and then what they do when they see the story, and then Hussein died, and they jump. And this guy jumped from the minbar to the fan. I start turning with the fan. And people came and tried to get him off the fan. And they just... So you need really to be... You really genuinely want to Allah Azza wa Jal. And again, this tried, tested always. I mean, you read a lot of story about it. If you do a lot of istighfar, استغفروا ربكم إنه كان غفارا. At least the Prophet ﷺ said in one hadith 70 times a day, in one hadith 100 times. Why the Prophet was making istighfar? While Allah forgave him and he never committed the sin. It's discussed by the scholars a lot because, why? Because the Prophet ﷺ, he loved Allah Azza wa Jalla. He'd love to pray all the time. He'd love to make zikr all the time, never talk to anybody. But he has responsibility. He needs to spread the message. He needs to talk to people. He needs to lead the ummah. He led all the wars. He was in charge of all these things. They can't be with Allah all the time. So sometimes he spend more time with Allah Azza wa Jalla and he make istighfar that he probably neglected the need of the Muslims. This is why when he did the last Hajj, he turned to the people. Allah, did I not do this and this? They said, yes, nashad. And then he turned to Allah Azza wa Jal, Allahumma ishhad. I've done my job completely. So he was worried that I was overtaken by not something bad, something like, sometimes when you pray, the Prophet ﷺ came to the mosque and found one of the Sahaba praying. He called him, he didn't come. He called him again, he didn't come. Then when he finished, he said, I didn't know whether to finish my salah or answer you. He said, didn't hear Allah saying, Ya alladhina amanu istajibu lillahi wa rasuli idha da'akum lima yuhyikum. You should have been aware of the ayah. You should respond to Allah and His Messenger when He calls you. He should have cut the prayer and came to Him. It's in the Quran. Allah said to Adam, to people, bow to Adam, to the angels. You obey Allah, nothing to do with bowing to Adam, obeying Allah. So Iblis refused to obey Allah. I will give you money. He'll give you money, we'll give you children, and we'll give you gardens and farms and states and rivers and things. So istighfar is a verse of hope in the Quran. Another verse of hope in Surah An-Nur, Allah promised those among you who believed and do righteous deeds, there will be the inheritance on earth. And this is what happened to the Sahaba, inherited the earth at that time, known to them at that time. And went from around 30 miles down from Sens in France to border of India or part of India within 30 years. So they يستخلفنهم. You will be, I don't know whether Rashid Sunak will become Prime Minister or not, but becoming close. Could be one Muslim. I mean, if it reached one of the two, If there is really a good Muslim of the characters of Islam and the brain of the modern world, he could become. Because people are not actually idiot. They want somebody who save the nation. This is why he reached the number, one of the two. So it's not difficult for a Muslim to run Britain. Imagine. So this is really a comfort to us, worrying to a lot of racists. Oh my God! No, we'll wait till 5th of September, and you will be replaced. Your fear will go, and you establish your religion. We are really well established in religion in Britain. There's nobody. I mean, I've been here also, all of you. I've never met anybody to ask us to stop praying, except once we were praying in Nietzsche. My children were playing basketball, and then they need to pray Asr. So a guy came and he was talking to us. He never heard of Salah. He never saw people to praying. He kept talking to us, and we were not responding to him, making the course. Then we were Salah. I go, what do you want? he was, in a way, he was taken back because all the shouting made no difference. We just carried on. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. We didn't stop. And that's the only one. Another one I met in, somebody claimed the seat was, he booked it. There were no booking things on it. And my wife was sitting, she was pregnant with Talha and carrying Ubadah, was 1 year old. And he wanted her to stop. I stood, Marwan stood, and Hanadi stood. He wanted my wife to stand, take her seat. And then he said, oh, you foreigners came to take our places. I said, look, this land belongs to Allah Azza wa Jal. Allah will give it to whoever He wishes. Either you behave yourself or we will kick you out of it. And the train was full of people. That's before September 11. That was in 1989. Not a single person said a word, and he never replied. And he kept quiet until we left the train in Crewe. We changed the train, but that's the only one occasion. The other occasion in Nature, but the rest didn't join him. This guy in Nature, he couldn't actually stop us. He couldn't go and call the staff and this is what the people doing. A corner, empty corner. We were praying us. Everybody would have told them to get lost. Obviously, we could have asked for a quiet place, but there was nobody there. It's all quiet, and nobody. We're not obstructing anybody. In airport, we asked, is there a quiet area? Do you have a chapel to pray and things? And they would say yes. They would take you. But don't some sisters go and use the changing rooms? No changing rooms. Corona cancelled them.
Yeah, people often don't appreciate Britain is a very tolerant nation, one of the tolerant nations in the world. Like you were saying, even in Solihull shopping centre, there is a prayer place.
Yeah. So, you know how this started? They want to build Touchwood, and they called religious people, and they called me. I said, look, Muslims usually, they do the shopping, Zuhr come, they go home to pray Zuhr, they might not come back. Or Asr come, they go pray Asr, not come back. If you have a mosque there, they pray Zuhr and come back for 4 more hours shopping. And that's good, more money. كُلًّا نُمِدُّ هَؤُلَاءِ وَهَؤُلَاءِ مِنْ عَطَاءِ رَبِّكَ. The gift from Allah in this life, both. Whoever works for it will get it. It's not like, I was saying, when Azrael come, why he comes to the Syrian and take the one who is 40 years old, and he leaves the Japanese to live 90 years old? He's discriminate. No, they follow the diet, the right treatment, the exercises, the food, everything they do. Allah will reward them, and they will live longer. The ajal written for them. While a lot of them smoke and take the wrong food, never exercise, always fighting each other. So you will get another ayah of hope. And if you carry on forbidding the evil, Allah will save you if there is a collective punishment. Don't worry. Even if you are living with the most evil people, if you carry on forbidding the evil, if you don't, you stop, you will be included in the punishment. May Allah save all of us. Another ayah of hope, فَاذْكُرُونِي أَذْكُرْكُمْ. If you recite the name of Allah, you remember Allah, automatically Allah will remember you there. So the more you want Allah to remember you, the more you remember Him. You make zikr. Subhanallah, alhamdulillah, Allah, Allah, Allah. وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبُ. If you are mindful of Allah, fearful of Allah, Allah will make a way out for you from a source you never expected. And again, it tried and tested by many people, my family members, myself, friends. Always, if you put Allah in the picture, because many times the first, oh, we need to get a doctor. No, we need to get Allah first. We need to get the accountant. No, get Allah first and then go to the accountant. Allah, you have this job, Allah. Yeah. I gave you 7 jobs, so Allah, cure this and this and this. Sometimes, I mean, when Talha was giving a khutbah once, he said, well, Allah, protect our brothers in Kashmir, our brothers in Bangladesh, our brothers in India, our brothers in Iraq. I said, protect the brothers of the Muslim everywhere. So we come like, So, but if you truly rely on Allah, Allah will get you out of the trouble, and will provide you from a source you never imagined. And ليس عليكم هداهم ولكن الله يهدي من يشاء. If you want hidayah from Allah, Allah will guide you, and He will guide you to the right way, the right job, the right wife, the right road, the right car, the right home. Either you buy a home and there's a flood in the area, lose the home. وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَيُعَلِّمُكُمُ اللَّهُ. If you're mindful of Allah, Allah will teach you. There is ilm from books, ilm from teachers, and there's knowledge come directly from Allah. How did they discover this? There's many discoveries from Allah direct. Now Australia they're saying they can provide electricity to all the world. They are now not using their coal, they're exporting it because they have enough solar panels in there. And that's the guy who thought of the solar panels, where the idea came from. وَفِي السَّمَاءِ رِزْقُكُمْ وَمَا تُوعَدُونَ. فِي السَّمَاءِ رِزْقُكُمْ is difficult for people to understand sometimes. Your sustenance from Allah, from heaven. How is it? When I teach my students, say, look, I put solar panels on my roof, and every time 50 pounds drop from heaven. So every year I get 600 pounds, sometimes 700 pounds drop from heaven. Photons coming from heaven. But actually, who gave you the idea? You could be a job, somebody applied for the job. Who gave you the idea to answer that question? Who gave you the idea to buy that car, not that car? Who gave you the idea to avoid this lady? Who gave you an idea to avoid that things? We had a lady who came to interview my son, Talha, to marry him. She brought her iPad and ticks. She had so many ticks. She asked him, and then failed. Subhanallah, she discovered later that she had an illness, subhanallah, which will be disaster for my son to have a wife with this, health problem. So who sorted it out? Allah. He failed. He failed the questions. So Allah will give you the idea. Rely on Allah. And the oath from Allah, فَوَرَبِّ السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضِ. By the Lord of the heavens and earth, this is the very truth. As the way you speak, as you speak. So this is true. Rely on Allah, I will give you the idea. I say to my children, my grandchildren now, if you really get stuck, go and pray. Allah will give you the idea. You remember where you put the things. You remember where this are. What was the homework? Because Allah said to Prophet ﷺ, "Musta'inu bis-sabri was-salah." Use sabr and salah. And when the Prophet ﷺ was stuck, hammahu amr dhahaba ila salah. When he's stuck in something, really worried about something and want an answer, he goes to pray. Allah rewards you that, you remember where you put the car keys, you remember where you put this 10,000 pounds you paid, which mattress and things, and which loft. وَفِي السَّمَاءِ رِزْقُكُمْ. Allah, Ibrahim said, He created me, so He will guide me, and He will feed me, and He will give me drink, and when I am sick, Allah will cure me. Doctors will give you treatment. Try this, try this, try this. Allah will cure you. I've seen so many patients, you must be seeing a lot. You give them all antibiotics, they will get better. And I've seen patients, they come, bring their son, take the prescription, go to the pharmacy, buy the antibiotic. Nothing here. They get it for free. And they go home, the son cured. He told me, few of them actually. After we buy the antibiotic, We might give him 1 or 2 spoons and he's cured. Then they regret buying the antibiotic. But Allah cured them. Allah cured them. You relied, because they rely on Allah Azza wa Jal, and Allah Azza wa Jal does the job. And that's for the future. Future for you and your family, and that's really pleasing in Surah Al-Kahf. وأما الجدار فكان لغلامين يتيمين وكان تحته كنز لهما وكان أبوهما صالحا وأراد ربك أن يبلغا أشدهما ويستخرجا كنزهما رحمة من ربك. So Musa and Al-Khidr, they came and they put a wall right because they're about to collapse, and he asked him not to ask him. So after Musa failed being patient, he told them, he said, the wall belonged to 2 orphans and the father was good. So Allah wanted the wall to remain upright until they become strong enough. The wall will fall and then they will get the treasure from under the wall. So they built the wall timed to fall after 8 years or 10 years. It's not like, we'll live for 200 years, they will miss the treasure. No. حتى فرض ربك أن يبلغا أشدهما, become like in the 18, 20, 25. Ashud really between 18 and 40. لما بلغ أشده وآتيناه حكما وعلما. Allah talk about Musa and talk about Yusuf. So don't worry about your children. Leave it to Allah Azza wa Jal. Yes, you prepare for them, you do this, you do this, you do that, you get them knowledge, education, jobs, settle in a home, marriage, whatever, but all you rely on Allah Azza wa Jal. Because when you die, He is in charge and He saved their treasure. And this other one, the owners of the ship, Allah Azza wa Jal brought Al-Khidr to make a hole in the boat, so the king who was confiscating every good boat will not take this. Oh, we don't have time to repair, let's leave it. So he saved the boat. Why? Because good people. Good people. Allah knows what's going to happen in the future. He did it now to protect them in the future. And the same for the boy who was killed by Al-Khidr. He was going to be evil and torture his mom and dad. So Allah saved them from the torture of the son, and He gave them better one. So don't worry, even if the son, leave it to Allah Azza wa Jal. That's for you in the future. And the last 3 ayahs I'm going to mention next life, so that's guaranteed by Allah Azza wa Jal. If you obey Allah and His Messenger, you will be with the prophets and Siddiqeen and Shuhada, martyrs and Salihin, righteous people. And the Sahaba were very pleased with this ayah because they were so worried. When I asked the Prophet, he said, now we can see you, talk to you, but in Jannah you will be with the prophets and you will be with the top people. We'll miss you. And we will have no chance to get to your level. So Allah sent this ayah, that if you believe, if you obey Allah and His Messenger, you will be with Allah and His Messenger and the prophets and Siddiqeen. The other one, I taught my children, if you avoid these 21 big sins, the kaba'ir, you are on your way to paradise. No question asked. Don't worry. Avoid these 21 major kabirats in the Quran. إن تجتنبوا كبائر ما تنهون عنه. It is another ayah, نكفر عنكم سيئاتكم. The small sin Allah will erase. So avoid zina, avoid adultery, stealing, killing, torturing your mom and dad, disrespect, and taking riba, not praying, not giving zakah. It's 21 sin. Avoid them, you are on your way to paradise. And obviously, if you avoid associating a partner with Allah, you will definitely go to paradise, but you might spend some time in hell until you are cleaned. But these are good ayahs. There will be, inshallah, on the Facebook and on YouTube. And this ayah, وَكُنْتُمْ عَلَى شَفَا حُفْرَةٍ مِنَ النَّارِ فَأَنْقَذَكُمْ مِنْهَا. This in Surah Al-Imran, that you were about on the edge of hellfire, you were about to fall in hellfire, and Allah saved you from it. And the Bedouin said, I said, Allah said that in the Quran? I said, yes. He said, if He saved us from the hellfire, I don't think He will take us to it. He would have not saved us the first time. Like if a child was running to the street to be hit by a car and you saved him, will you throw him yourself? If you saved him, you were not going to throw him. So if Allah saved us, sent our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and sent the Quran and took us out of the risk of being in hellfire, He's going to throw us in hellfire. So they say the Arabi was genius to understand this. And this ayah, the day when Allah Azza wa Jal will not humiliate the Prophet and those who believe with him. That's guarantee. If you believe in Allah Azza wa Jal and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah will not humiliate you and let you down in the hereafter. So that's for next life. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. Any questions? Any comments? Any?
Yes, very good. Very good, very good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Eye of hopes. Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
It's a very short thing that you can remember.
Yeah.
From,
Yeah, you can go to Facebook and you can go to have this gadget, but it doesn't always work. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad. So we'll see you next week, inshallah. Will be the Quran will be inshallah 15 past 8. 15 past 8 we will start. Quarter to 9 the topic. 15 past 8 the Quran. Quarter to 9 the topic. Finish quarter past 9.